I have to take a deep breath to talk to you while I contemplate the seriousness of this message, because I realize today that it's not other people that's disrespecting you. Hear me when I say this. It's not other people that's disrespecting you. You are disrespecting yourself. You have to stop disrespecting yourself. It's you. And let me tell you how it's you, okay? In the sweetest, most loving way possible. I'm not here to make you feel bad. I hope that you open up your mind and your heart to hear what I have to say, because as I was sitting in my bed contemplating just for a moment that I'm tired of people disrespecting me, right? I can easily sit up here and think about all the things that these people have done to me, or a person has done to me, a family member has done to me. And it was very disrespectful what they did. And it's right there in your face. And then you continue to, quote unquote, forgive and forget. Forgiving and forgetting is a message all in itself. I got to do another video on that one. And I have to get a pen right now. I just want y'all to know I'm not camera ready today. But I have to write that down. Forgiving and forgetting. However, we do the forgiving and the forgetting, and they're still in our face, disrespecting us, smiling sometimes, pretending that everything is just fine. Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you ever had somebody disrespect you and then turn around in your face and pretend like everything is just fine, even as if they've heard you and they will do better, and you continue to forgive and forget? And then if you just take a moment to pause and think to yourself about all the times that they've done that to you, and you wonder to yourself, why do they continue to disrespect me? I give them a chance. I forgive them. I love them. I forget they're wrong. And they come around and I believe them and they're doing so good, and we get back on a good track and they seem to do well and everything's going good. And then something happens where I feel disrespected again. It's not. It is them. That's why I say that. Like, I have to acknowledge the fact that what they're doing is wrong, but you not cutting it off at the head is you continuing to disrespect yourself. You're disrespecting yourself by allowing that person to return time and time again after you see they have a pattern of behavior. I don't care if this person buys your shoes. I don't care if this person buys your kids school clothes. I don't care if this person has paid the bills for you. I don't care if this person was there for you when your mama have died, or your daddy, or your cousin, or your auntie. I don't care if this person is the person who put food on your table when you couldn't. That's the illusion of it all. The illusion that they are a good person to keep around because they were there at one point in time. They did do that. They were there for you. But more often than not, you find yourself reflecting on this person, their habits as well, their actions. You probably don't even necessarily approve of their lifestyle. It's probably something totally different than what you would do. That's so important. If you find yourself in your mind thinking about this person going, man, they've really been there for me, but their life, they're out there cheating maybe, have cheated multiple times. They confide this information into you though. They do. They tell you what they've been doing. And then more and often than not, they blame the other person. And then because you love them so much, you care for them, you probably know their background, where they came from and how they don't have something. It justifies a reason for you keeping them in your life. But you just don't know that that's the snake in the grass. Or at least you pretend that that's not the snake in the grass. You think that this person wouldn't do you like that. Because look at all the things that they've done for you. Oh no, they would never do that to me. Yeah, I see that they're doing wrong, and you make an excuse for them. They would never do that to me. No, not me. He's had a hard time. She just got out of jail. He just got out of jail. Rah, 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 rah. Their baby mama. Whatever the storyline is that you have made or heard, you didn't even have to make it up. But you do play a role as far as justifying the reason why you keep them around. Whether it's the thing that they've done for you, whether you're feeling sorry for them in some sort of way. And I don't mean sorry like, that's just your mode of being. No, I mean sorry as far as you have a big heart. You love, you sympathize, and you empathize for these people, and you want to see them at their best. You see potential in people. You just want to help them out. You're a kind-hearted person. And this is what brings me back to my point. You have to stop disrespecting yourself, because when you sit down and you really think about it, that's what you're doing. You're disrespecting yourself, and you wonder why. You sit there and wonder why you keep being taken advantage of. By these people that you put before yourself, and they can't manage their own life. Or they're struggling to do so. They're struggling to manage their own life. And even if you see them successful, it's not that they always have to be doing bad either. But they struggle in some ways, and you see that. Most of the time, you see how you can help them. Absolutely, you see how you can help them. And you stay. Stop disrespecting yourself by keeping these types of people in your life. And it's difficult to let them go. And that's why I said in the beginning, they have entered your life in such a way to where it was, they created this on purpose to be in your life, to stay in your life. Or they take advantage of a weakness that they see in you. I have to say that too. Sometimes it's not that they come in and they're doing something to earn, even if but for a moment, the likeness, just they created value, a false value, or even if it was real for you in that moment, but that's how they entered in. Or either, like I said, they see something within you and they take advantage of that as well. They see that you're lonely. They see that you're going through something. Or that you just need something, or that you're just weak somewhere, that, your love language may be quality time and you're lacking that. And they see that you need that. They're going to be there. And then they've gained access into your life. Stop disrespecting yourself by allowing somebody who has not earned, they have not earned that place. And they show you through more disrespect than love that they don't respect you. And it's a disrespect that you have for yourself if you allow them to return, spin the block, and keep coming back, and they blatantly do it in your face. Or you continue to see that how they treat others is not right. This is not something that you need to involve yourself with any longer. You need to stop disrespecting yourself. Get out of these situations. They're not good for you. They're not good for you, your future, or where you're going. And I know that there's a feeling behind it of being alone. Not because necessarily you're afraid to be alone, but it could be also because you're afraid to be alone. Absolutely. If you've never been alone, truly on your own, if you never really felt like you've had anybody there, if you've always just never had the support you needed, it's absolutely 100% scary. I'm not going to lie to you. But it's even scarier to allow these people to continue to disrespect you and to see where you're at and know it could get worse if you continue to stay in that position with these people. It's much more scary. In fact, I don't know what it would look like, honestly, for you if you were to stay. I don't know what that looks like for you. However, what I do know, you walking away and starting to respect yourself is a lot better than the latter.